What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a request video, but I kind of did put my own spin on it as well because I wanted to kind of do a two birds, one stone. So I'd like to first thank the subscriber that emailed me requesting it, and also I would like to thank you for subscribing. That completely made my day, and I was so thrilled that you even took the time just to subscribe and also to email me with your questions, so that I hope that I can really answer the question for you. So anyways, today's video is going to be on my current piercings and how I take care of that body part. Don't worry, I don't have anything crazy. I have completely normal piercings. It's not going to be a TMI piercing video. So with my earlobes, I have one hole in each, and then I do have my helix pierced, which is right up here, and then I also do have my belly button pierced. So all of my piercings are healed right now. The only one that is still a little iffy is my helix piercing. That one still kind of flares up every once in a while just because it did reject at first, so it took a little bit longer for that one to heal. But for the most part, even though my piercings are healed, it is still really important to keep that body part clean. That way, if you irritate your piercing, or if you snag it on something, or if you sleep on your earring wrong and you know your piercing gets inflamed or whatnot, that way it'll really limit the chances of infection and just to limit chances of infection just altogether. So luckily the piercings that I do have are pretty easy to keep clean. They take very little maintenance to really make sure that that part of the body is staying as clean as possible. But I'll go ahead and I'll start off with my belly button. Most people think that belly buttons are like nasty, gross parts of their body that, you know, just harbor all of these horrible germs and bacteria and lint and all this gross stuff. But actually your belly button is a really good part of your body. It does have a lot of bacteria, but a lot of that bacteria is actually good bacteria. And it's bacteria that you need to keep your body from being attacked by all of these other germs and pathogens and all of this bad stuff that would get you if you didn't have that good bacteria. So luckily, your belly button really does not need much cleaning. As long as you're bathing, you have good hygiene, you know, you're showering, bathing, hosing yourself off, however you keep yourself clean, I don't judge. However you're doing it, as long as you're doing it on a regular basis, you should be pretty much good. However, your belly button can collect lint, dust, dirt, oils, dead skin cells, stuff like that. So you do every once in a while need to take a Q-tip or something along those lines. Some people use tweezers, which I think that tweezers would hurt. I don't know, that's just me, that freaks me out. But for me, I just use a Q-tip and I just get it wet, and I always do this after a shower. So after I've bathed and I'm all clean, I'll get a Q-tip, get it wet, and then I just kind of very lightly just stick it in there and just kind of twirl it around very lightly. It is a very tender part of your body, and you don't want to, you know, cause any sort of tears in the skin or irritate the area or anything like that, because along with those good bacteria is also bad bacteria. And that part of your body does not breathe, obviously. You don't have a vented belly button, so, I mean, unless you have an Audi or something. But your belly button does not have any ventilation, so it would be easier to get infected if you were to have some sort of an abrasion or scrape or anything like that, any sort of a tear in your skin. So really your belly button does not need that much extra care unless you're noticing that you do have the lint, or if you're noticing a smell coming from your belly button, which is actually somewhat normal because your belly button does have that bacteria in it, and that's actually what makes the smells. But you can just, you know, easily clean it out with a Q-tip like I had said, or if you're starting to, you know, have some sort of a pain or anything like that, you might want to do some sort of like a saline soak or anything like that. Saline's really good to clean your belly button with because it kind of draws the bacteria up and out, so it'll kind of give it a fresh ground to start over on. Or if you're thinking that your belly button is getting infected, I would definitely just, you know, seek a healthcare professional, see your doctor. So with that being said, it does make that a pretty easy piercing to take care of. I don't really have to worry about much with it other than snagging it on, you know, my clothes or on my sheets or anything like that. It's really easy to take care of. I just move my barbell back and forth every once in a while, and I just check to make sure that there's no crusty stuff or anything gross like that building up around the actual balls themselves on the bell. Just because it is kind of easy for, you know, bacteria and stuff to get inside the little crevices, and then they'll just harbor there and then grow, and then you just don't want anything that's, you know, really dirty or anything like that. So next I'll go ahead and talk about my ear piercings, which, like I said, it's just my lobes, and then also my helix up here. And I absolutely love my helix. That is my favorite piercing that I have, but it is also the biggest pain in the butt that I have. It wasn't anywhere as bad as my lip and my nose, but for ones that I still currently have, that one was a pain in the butt. It took me almost a year to get it to fully heal, and it still gets irritated sometimes, but it's kind of just because I have a metal allergy, so I can't really do much about it. So for my ears, to keep them clean, I really don't do anything that's that different from even my belly button. I just take a Q-tip after I get out of the shower and gently clean out the insides of your ears. Do not shove it down your canal. Whatever you do, that is how you bust your eardrums, or you can impact your ear serum, and it's just not pretty. So just don't shove Q-tips in your ear. So anyways, you just go ahead and take the Q-tips and you just dry the outside area, and I make sure to clean around my helix piercing. I'll push because actually I have the longer barbell still in it. It's not like it's huge, it's not long or anything like that, but it's the one that they put in when you originally get it pierced, because they put the longer one in for swelling, which if you have piercings, you know that already. So I just push my piercing back to where the gem is against the front of my helix, and then the barbell is sticking out the back more. And then I'll just take a Q-tip and make sure that I'm cleaning back there, just so that I'm getting any sort of crusties or soap or anything that could have, shampoo, conditioner, anything that you've put in your hair probably is in your ears as well. So anything like that, I just, make sure that I'm getting that off, because that can actually cause little sores in your ears. So for my earlobes, I really don't do anything special. They're healed. They've been healed for probably 20 years. I don't do very much for them, except for I just make sure that there's no crusty stuff or anything like that that's actually in the tunnel itself. Because I know if you don't have a piercing in, which I don't wear my earrings every day all the time because I do have sensitive earlobes. So I just make sure that if I'm not wearing earrings, that there's nothing that is in the tunnels or anything like that, just to make sure that they don't get infected or inflamed or anything like that. So anyways, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that I answered your question. If you have any other questions, or I kind of missed a topic that or question of yours or anything like that, please just email me again. I can always, jump on Google if I don't know what it is or anything like that. So anyways, thank you guys so much. You have a good day.